Hey YouTube, it's Crypto Jet. I'm back with another video. So today I have a new strategy. But before I begin on that strategy, I want to say thank you to my new and existing subscribers for watching my content. As always, if you're a new subscriber, don't forget to join my 500 sub $25 Bitcoin giveaway, which I will be announcing the winner in the next 2 days. Within the next 2 days, so Friday, April 15th, 2022, I will make a new video announcing the winner. So you still have a chance to watch this video here and read this pinned post that I have here on the rules. So it's pretty straightforward. All you got to do is just explain which crypto is your largest holding in your portfolio and your BTC address. And as you can see here, comments are hidden here, but so far I think we have about 6 entries, which I can see in the back end, which I will do a random drawing. So like I said, if you haven't participated in this giveaway, it's easy and free and simple. Just watch this video and just comment it away. As always, you can also follow me on Twitter. It's twitter.com/CryptoJetta. From time to time, I will post new strategies. All you gotta do, just click on media, and you can look back at some of the useful content that I post here on strategies. I recently did a video on Spooky Swap, which is based on the Phantom Network. You can watch that video there. And also I did a video a while back just showing I was ranking the risk at all the liquidity pools that's hosted on Mimas Finance. But today's strategy I want to talk about is involving Mimas Finance and Savannah Finance. If you don't know what Savannah Finance is, it's a algorithmic stablecoin platform with our main token SVN currently pegged to the value of 1 MMF. And if you don't know what MMF is by now, that's Mimas Finance. That's the native token that they use on this website here, which you can exchange for. So if you have some Crow or any other token, you can exchange for Mimas Finance. Let's look at the current price of MMF. Within the past week, it did drop. Last week I did draw this trend line, and as you can see, it broke that trend line to the upside. So I think right now it's just pulling back, and as you can see, it's trying its best to go back up. But at this point, for the last several days, it's pretty much been, I guess you could say, in this consolidation right here. If I draw, let me check out the tools here. Draw this rectangle. So this is the support right here currently on the daily, and this is the resistance. So that's all I see for right now. But like I said, it did break this little trend line that I have. But like I said, this trend line, it really isn't a good trend line that I drew. But I'm thinking that later down the road, MMF will probably shoot back up. I got hopes for it. I don't think it's dropping. I mean, it may. I mean, if it drops below $1, I'm definitely probably gonna buy in. But I think this coin is probably gonna shoot back up. All right. So with that said, let's go with our new strategy here. So basically, what the process is, we're going to deposit assets at Mimas Finance. So what I mean by that is, when we go to Mimas Finance, we deposit our own assets and use it as collateral. So these different assets here, they have different requirements as far as collateral rate and how much you can borrow, and how much reward APY is involved with these assets. Basically, depending on what asset you use, will depend on how much reward you would get. So, say for example, if you deposit some Crow, you will get around 20% APY, and it's structured a little different compared to other websites where you'll get 2.9% of that currently in Crow, while the rest of the APY is 3.40% of Mimas and R Mimas. And if you don't know what R Mimas is, it's basically, if we go to our dashboard, you can see we have here our R Mimas and Mimas. Basically, it's their native tokens. And if you want to fully understand this, you just go to their docs. So if we go to their docs real quick and click on Mimas token, you can see here, I'm going to read this again. The Mimas token is the protocol token of the Mimas Finance. Along with governance rights, we want to innovate with the utility of the token based on experience and learners with similar protocols. Right? So to reduce the sell pressure, they're also giving competitive rewards. Emissions for the liquidity incentives of the lending market will be a combination of Mimas and R Mimas. R Mimas is a time locked version of Mimas. So what that basically means is that you can go to, if you go back to the website, let's go to launch app. You can take those Mimas, right, the R Mimas, and then go to under Mimas, and then you can go under here and stake your R Mimas, right? Stake it in this contract. It says you can redeem R Mimas here and will receive an equal amount of Mimas after a 6-month time lock. So basically, say for example, I stake 20 R Mimas, I will receive an equal amount of Mimas after a 6-month time lock. Alternatively, you can delay redemption and instead stake your R Mimas for additional R Mimas rewards. And to be honest, just reading this part right here, it says you can redeem your R Mimas here and receive an equal amount of Mimas after a 6-month time lock. To be honest, you don't really have to do this, because if you go back to dashboard here, you can see that Mimas and R Mimas are basically the same price. What you can do is, when you earn some R Mimas, you can actually go to exchange here and just go type in Mimas. Now, when you type in R Mimas, you won't find this here in the search box. You're gonna have to manually add R Mimas. So to do that, you will gonna have to go to Deck Screener and actually go to R Mimas. If you don't have it on your watch list, you could just type it in here, R Mimas, and just click on that. And then what you want to do next is just you see where it has this contract code right here. All you gotta do is just click copy, and then what you do is you go back here and just paste the address here, and you'll be able to add R Mimas. So I think this right here, as far as like staking, like time locking the R Mimas here just to get an equal amount of Mimas at the 6-month time lock, I feel like that's kind of useless to me personally. I think it would be better to either do flexible Mimas staking, which you can flexibly stake your Mimas without locking. The only caveat here is you will get less rewards and no protocol fees. So if you don't want that, then you can go here and actually stake your actual Mimas, and here you can stake and lock Mimas to receive the protocol fees and rewards. Your Mimas will be locked for 6 months, and after the lockup period, rewards will still accrue normally. So in a previous video that I did a while back, I showed you an example of how to lock your Mimas here. So I think this right here would probably be the better option, to just take your R Mimas and then just exchange it for Mimas, and then locking it here to get the protocol fees here, as you can see here. So I think that's a little better. And as you can see, based off this small amount of Mimas that I have, I've already accumulated some. Still, it's like less than $0 worth, but eventually I will be putting more Mimas in here. Actually, I will be doing this strategy more here. So basically, the strategy here is you deposit your assets at Mimas Finance, right? And when you deposit, your assets, depending on which asset that you depending on which assets that you stake and use as collateral, you will gain some reward tokens in the form of Mimas, and you also actually gain some as far as like the market. But you don't get as much market. You'll definitely get more protocol tokens instead, which is fine. As you can see here. You see here, for example, MMF. You'll actually get more MMF tokens when you stake your MMF here than actual like R Mimas. So if you want to get more R Mimas, I would stake more of the non-native tokens. And if you want more of the actual token that you like, say for example MMF and Savannah, you would stake those coins here to get more of these. But anyway, continue on. So yeah, we can take those Mimas, right? Or R Mimas, like I said, you take those R Mimas and you can swap it for Mimas, and then you can actually do some flexible or lock Mima staking, right? But that's one half of the battle here. What I would do is I would deposit these assets, and then I will borrow against my assets. And actually, I will borrow stable coins in this example here. So, say for example, I stake Crow, right? I would borrow against myself. So I would either borrow USDC or USDT, only because it's pegged to the dollar. So say for example, if there's an upcoming bear market in the future or whatnot, if these other non-native tokens right here just tanks, and I borrowed a good amount, I'm at risk of liquidation. So that's something I don't want to happen. So if I just borrow stable coins, I feel a little bit more safe. And also with some of these coins here, you actually get paid for borrowing. So as you can see here, the even though the market is negative 7.93% on that APY for borrowing, you actually gain the native protocol token just for borrowing, and you can also you can pay back that interest easily. And not only that, when you borrow stable coins, you actually earn a pretty good amount too here, as you can see here. So basically, you can use your Mimas or your R Mimas to pay back your interest, like I said. Now, like I said, I will avoid borrowing MMF and SVN just for the simple fact. I mean, look at that APY, man. That's just me. I mean, you could. But yeah, I will avoid this. I will definitely avoid these, because you're not really gaining anything. Actually, you'll pay more interest than you actually borrowing. So, like I said, I will avoid this and use more stable coins when you're borrowing. So, anyway, continuing on, I will take those stable coins and I will buy SVN and MMF token to create a SVN MMF LP token, right? So what you would do, of course, is go back to Mimas Finance, and you would SVN. Well, actually, you would take your stable coin, you'll buy some SVN, right? Once you get some SVN, then you could buy some MMF if you don't have some already with the stable coin that you just borrowed. And then you will go to add liquidity, right? Hit add liquidity. Take the SVN. MMF. That way you will make this SVN MMF LP token, right? And then the strategy next says you will stake it at the desert. So basically, let me go back to the main page. So it's svn.finance, Savannah Finance, right? What you would do here is you would go to desert, and you see here where it says SVN MMF LP, deposit SVN MMF LP to earn M share. So we would stake our SVN MMF. So we just click on view. And as you can see, currently it has a APR of 441%. This here easy loan would definitely pay off our loan that we borrow from Mimas Finance. It would definitely pay off the interest, because you gotta realize, when we borrow from our, say for example, USDC, it's only costing us 7% a year currently, which is very, very cheap. So, and like I said, even if we didn't take it to Savannah Finance, you know, just borrowing here for a loan would pay off the interest. You know, so, but anyway, continuing on, we would take our SVN MMF LP tokens, stake it here, right? And like I said, the daily APR would be 1.21%, and the TVL is pretty good. It's around 132 million currently. So when you stake your SVN MMF, right, LP, you're gonna earn M share. And if we go back to our docs for Savannah Finance, right? So Meerkat shares are one of the ways to measure the value of the Savannah protocol and shareholder trust and its ability to maintain SVN close to peg. During epoch expansions, the protocol mints SVN and distributed it proportionally to all M shareholders who have staked their tokens on Oasis. Basically, M shareholders is just basically a governance token, which is used to improve the protocol, you know, etc., etc. So basically, like I said, we are gonna earn M share for the staking SVN token, or SVN MMF LP token, right? So next, we would take that M share. We would stake the M share here in the Oasis. Stake it here. Currently, the APR is 805%, which is pretty great. I mean, that you're earning currently around 2.21% daily on your M shares. Juicy APR. So when you stake your M share, you're gonna earn SVN. And of course, when we take our SVN and go back to Mimas Finance, you stick it here for another 314% APY currently. And once you stake it here, you would, like I said earlier, you'll gain more. Not only will you gain more SVN, a lot more, around 222% currently, you will also earn the Mimas and the R Mimas, which you can, like I said, you can go here and you can lock your Mimas here to gain protocol fees and rewards. If you think about it, it's an endless loop, guys. It's an endless loop, and this is a great strategy. The thing is, you just have to take your time on these type of strategies and just continue with the continued earned passive income. It's endless, guys. So yeah, this is the strategy. I kind of stole the strategy here. If we go to our go back to Twitter, I think I retweeted it. Yeah, I kind of stole this strategy from Mimas Finance. When I saw this, I was like, yeah, this is a great strategy. See, the thing is with this I took the strategy that they had and I kind of modified it a little bit with the Mimas and R Mimas, because they didn't explain that about the R Mimas, where you can take the R Mimas, convert or exchange it, or you could time lock it for the Mimas, and taking that Mimas, they get the protocol fees from Mimas. So, but anyway, guys, that is it. I gotta get ready for work in the morning. So you guys, if you have any comments, feel free to leave them, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're new to my channel. And I will see you later.